Hello everybody and welcome back to the Novelist. Subchapter The Inheritance. Dan got a letter with something. Some surprise. So, you're going to notice that it says The Inheritance instead of Full House, and there's a reason for that. I played through Full House, and I realized I made an error in the first episode. I didn't do the compromise properly. So I started over, made the same choice and whatnot. However, this time, the second chapter is different. It looks like the chapters are randomized in this game. That's what it appears like to me anyways. So, it doesn't really matter. We're continuing the story. I know how to make the compromises now. Everything's okay. Don't worry about it. We're still going to get stuff done. Alright.
I already played with it.
What about your rocket?
So we're exploring Tommy's memories now. He's got a second one somewhere. It sounds like it's over here. Is it in his dad's room? Oh, he is. Sad face. Doesn't look like a very happy Tommy, does it? Alright, let's get out of his memories. Whoa, settle down there, Chief. Whether your child enjoys arts and crafts, swimming, sports, recreation, singing, or exploring, they're sure to have a ball at Camp Emerald Lake. We know that every family has unique needs, and we strive to be as flexible as possible. Daily, weekly, and monthly packages are available in both sleepover and pickup options. Our lifeguards are fully certified, and every counselor is trained in the cutting edge cardiopulmonary resuscitation technique. Our goal is fun, but our priority is safety. The enclosed brochure contains information on all the exciting opportunities at Camp Emerald Lake. We're sure you'll find many things to like, and we hope to see your child soon.
Having fun?
Uh-huh.
I know Tommy's going to want to go. Alright, Linda. Oops. What do you got for us? Let's look at your memories. Oh, here we are.
Is there something out there?
The entire world's out there.
That's deep. And she's probably in the room, right? Yep. What are you doing, Linda?
I've barely had any journal entries since we arrived, and I'm writing this one with a god-awful headache. Not a good track record so far, Linda. I tried to get Dan to take a night off last night, but he said he just didn't have the time. So I opened that bottle of wine myself after Tommy got to bed.
Shit-faced.
Somehow finished the whole thing.
Yep.
I knew I should have eaten something, and now I'm paying for it.
Yep.
All right, time to see if my stomach's settled enough to figure out where we put the aspirin.
She misspelled stomachs.
It's going to take a while to
But
get
corrected
used to
herself,
where everything is in
I
this
think.
place.
Can't tell. Okay. Is that it for Linda? You found everything in Linda's memory. Okay. So, we got a drawing over here. Alright, so I guess this is a drawing of camp, yeah. So, little Tommy wants to go, obviously.
I called the co-op today. It isn't wildly expensive, but it sure doesn't fit into the budget. It was a bigger letdown than I thought, not being able to just sign up on the spot. It gets so lonely here sometimes. And I think Tommy's starting to feel it too. We try to play with him every day, and the woods here are pretty magical for someone his age. But kids need to be around other kids sometimes. He can only play with his cars so often. Sometimes I wish there were actual neighbors here. The only friend he's made is Davy, but seeing them at the park once in a while isn't the same as having someone to pal around with every day. It's summer vacation, and he's pretty much all alone.
Alright, you can already figure out what's going on. So we get some kind of inheritance, right? And she's going to want to spend it on, well, I don't know if she's going to want to, but we're going to give the choice, I'm sure, to spend it on that co-op. Read Linda's thoughts to see what she wants. I did. Oh, I gotta read her thoughts for the final clue. Throw some gear in my painter bag and take it to the co-op.
Having a good day?
Oh, there's a letter over here. Dan, I hope you're doing well. I got this address from your father. I hope it's correct. I'll get to the point. When your cousin Richard passed away last year, we discovered that his pipe business had done very well. He wasn't wealthy, but he was very comfortable. At the execution of his will, we were somewhat surprised to find that he wished to distribute his estate among all living blood relatives. He reserved the lion's share for his immediate family, as I'm sure you'll understand, but there was a portion allotted to you as well. Enclosed is a check for the full amount. I trust you will honor his memory by putting it to good use. Well, what is it?
How's it going?
I want to know how much I get. Alright, so I'm going to get the choice to spend it on a co-op or something for Dan, I'm sure. Or that camp. That camp probably isn't cheap then, right?
Yeah, it's things.
They're okay.
Dan, I looked into it, and the guy at the literary register said that the pre-release ads, there you go, that's what he's going to have to buy, do drive up pre-orders quite a bit. It's his job to sell ads, of course, so we have to take that with a grain of salt. I usually leave this kind of thing to the guys in the marketing department, so I'm a little out of my depth here, but I checked with them and they said the same thing. So it seems like the ads would make sense if the book is good. You don't want to oversell and underdeliver. I have to say, this is the first time I've had a writer offer to pay for extra marketing. You sure about it? There aren't any refunds if the book tanks. You've got some drive, though, coming up with an idea like this. I'll give you that. Think about it and let me know. Great. So I have to choose between the ads and her co-op. I wanna delve into your memories, bro. There we go. Nope, here we are.
Don't joke like that.
And when I finish my book in December,
Don't joke like that.
Alright, so she doesn't seem terribly happy about it taking too long. Oh. Dan, tell me. It won't let me out. There we go. I want to talk to Dan. Dan?
broke through the fog last night. I found my notebook and it was all right there. Scott takes Alice to the lake to feed the swans, and he's too self-absorbed to switch up his go-to move, and Sarah's there waiting to confront him. He ends up losing them both. It's simple, but it's a clean way to hit the past as anchor theme. I have no clue how I forgot that part, but it doesn't matter now. It's like a dam broke. I got the chapters to Paul on schedule, with enough time to do first-pass revisions. God, I'm glad that's over.
Okay, good. Good. Although your book doesn't sound all that interesting to me, but that's all right. There are other demographics. All right. So you found everything in Dan's memory. Let's get out of here. All right. I didn't read this, did I?
Anne, I'm going to cut right through the pleasantries and ask you.
Nope, this is new.
Who is this Ryan that Mom mentioned on the phone? Someone new? Are you trying to keep it a secret, or did it just slip your mind the last time?
Doesn't
we
she have a
talked?
cell phone?
Spill it. Things here are moving along, I guess. When we came up, I thought it would be great to have more dedicated time to paint, but I didn't realize it would be so isolating. I miss having more people around and having new ideas floating about. I got lucky in town last week, though. I found an artist co-op called Makeshift, and it seems really interesting. It's not too big, but there are lots of different types of artists there. I'll probably call and try to get more details. I don't remember if I told you this, but I've been thinking about going back to painting full time. Anyway, enough about me. Tell me what's up with you. Love, Linda.
Okay, so I think I'm gonna go with that because we chose.
I only met Rick once at a family reunion that must have been, 15 years ago? Turns out he made his fortune by, get this, selling high-end pipes.
Mm-hmm.
The Sherlock Holmes kind, not the plumbing kind. He must have been a hell of an interesting guy. I mean, he found a niche and made his way in the world. You have to respect that. It makes me wonder, am I giving everything I have to this book, or am I leaving myself an out? It isn't announced yet. I could always pull the plug. I'd never get another advance again, sure, but there isn't a gun to my head. Unless I put one there. Metaphorically, of course.
Yes, of course. But since I chose his last time, I think I'm gonna spend the money on her co-op.
How's it going?
I think that would probably. Oh, that's the literary register. The interview. All right. I think that will go a long way towards her happiness. So I think I'm gonna go with that. What am I missing? Search the house for more clues for Tommy. What clues? What else do we have? His cars, his kites. Race and Roger. Crayons. I don't know. They don't seem appropriate for his age, do they? Oh, my tummy's growling. Send Paul an example ad from the Literary Register. Yep, keep on typing, Dan. I got this. Don't worry. Alright, so what am I missing on Tommy? There we go.
Now...
Alright, so read Tommy's thoughts. Up here, Tommy. Where is Tommy? Didn't I just... There he is. Bring my kite to that camp Mommy told me about. Alright, so... We're choosing Linda. Selecting the bag will choose Linda's resolution. However, if you discover Dan or Tommy's desired outcome, you'll be able to find a compromise with one of them in the next chapter. Alright, let's do that. And this is where I screwed up in the first episode. I didn't choose a compromise. I wasn't sure. The game was entirely clear. I thought that I was changing my mind and not necessarily looking for a compromise if I did that. What is this? From the desk of Harold Baxter. I'm not certain there is something strange with the light here. It must be those windows. I was reviewing old deeds in the living area and I saw some sort of flashlight out of the corner of my eye. Flash of light. I would assume the elevation would put the ocean too far away for the sun to reflect off a wave, but perhaps not. I looked, but there was nothing there except a strange shimmer. Like heat above the asphalt of the road. Hot road. Do you guys say asphalt or asphalt? I don't know. I think I always say asphalt. Anyways, it dissipated almost immediately. Perhaps some concentration of the light caused it. But on to work. I've begun cataloging possible options for the property. I owe Mr. Lowry a report by the 24th. Okay. What else you got going here? Wonder if we'll ever find anything in the bathrooms. Oh, there's little Tommy. Other houses anywhere? Should know that by now, Tommy. From the desk of Harold Baxter. I failed to log my activities yesterday, as nothing of note occurred. There have been no tricks of the light for 2 days, and I've grown certain that the ones I saw were reflections from the ocean and probably reaching my house. This house. The house. I've been able to focus on the task at hand and I think it's supposed to be task at hand, and I'm suitably pleased with the condition of the property. I have also reached a decision on how to proceed. It came to me this morning as I stood in the conservatory admiring the beauty of the forest. I hadn't begun my work yet and was thinking of nothing in particular when an idea came into my head fully formed. I'm going to take a guess and it was a ghost that came into your head. I was surprised that it appeared with such clarity, but it's not unheard of for the mind to ponder a question in the subconscious. As for the idea, it was quite simple. I will buy the house myself. Okay. So, you may also find a compromise with additional character if you wish. And that's what I want to do. I want to find a compromise with Dan. Alright, so here we go. This is what I screwed up the last time. I didn't go back and select the compromise. So here we are. Selecting the magazines will choose Dan's compromise for this chapter. Which I want to do. I'm guessing maybe he puts money to both, or maybe he just puts money to her co-op and I don't know. We'll find out. I don't know why I need to speculate. We'll just find out. Oh, I guess I gotta go back to him. I thought it was going to take me. Got to commit. Sorry, Tommy. We'll get you next time, bro. Linda was thrilled when Dan told her about the inheritance money and offered to use it for the co-op instead of promoting his book. She started working 2 days a week in town, and it was all she hoped it would be. She made friends with a few local painters and learned new techniques from them, but simply being around creative people each week did her the most good. I'm glad. Good decision. Poor Tawny's gonna... Dan knew that some sort of public expectation would drive him to improve the book, so he asked Paul to submit the book to the Literary Register's Up Next column. inquiry lists of upcoming novels. It wouldn't raise awareness like an ad, but it would make the book real in a way he couldn't back away from. Okay, that's not too bad. Oh boy. Tommy didn't know much about the camp he'd heard his parents talking about, but he understood enough to know that there were other kids there to play with. He didn't understand why he couldn't go and show his kite to the other children, and the toy became a reminder of his isolation more than a source of joy. Ugh. That's it. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you in Chapter 3. Bye-bye.